Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bioman 12 channel. We are going to be reading some stories today, as always. I am joined here by Mr. Anthony Williams. He's a pretty cool dude. Yep, say hello. And that's my fucking dog going crazy in the background. I fucking hate my dog. No, that's just a joke. I will be sending out the stream link, but today we have 3 stories for you guys. We have What Does the Dinosaur Say? I Am a Survivor of Hiroshima, and What the Americans Dropped Wasn't a Nuke. And more, the original story of my Creepypasta OC Peppermint. So, these are all pretty exciting tales for us to get into. So I'm going to send out the stream link to everybody.
Oh, we have like a first person up here. Pimp Demon.
Hello, Pimp Demon. How you doing today, buddy? What did he say?
In all caps, bark, 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 bark.
Thank you, Pimp Demon. I really appreciate that.
I thought you already read Peppermint.
We're still reading it.
We're still reading it. We haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, there's still fucking way more to fucking read, dude. Yes, so we are going to be reading these stories today. Just give me one moment. I'm sending out the stream link to everybody, making sure everybody knows that we're up and going. And I'm pretty excited. Also, just for everyone in the chat, Link Inferno Douglas is in fact still dead. He is still being eaten by insects and rodents within the sewers of a large metropolitan city.
Yep, and
it's your fault.
If you don't, and yep, and believe me, I make sure and check. I make sure to check.
Yeah.
And well,
he's dead.
And yep, I made sure of it.
Anthony found him. When Anthony found him, he wasn't exactly dead, but he has since put him out of his misery. Link Inferno Douglas is dead. He will never return to the channel. Stop asking about Link Inferno Douglas.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
It's a little joke, a little inside joke, a little inside ball, if you will. Anyway, who is here? Oh, we have a lot of fucking little guys in the chat now. That's fun.
Oh, we have like
we have 6 people watching. Pimp Demon, I thought you already read. Alien Fur says, my best friend. Nico says, I feel pain in your souls. I'm doing better. A little disappointed this
already
in bottom of the bin. Pimp Demon, I'm going to throw you into space. And Goblin Slayer says, oh great, I can see how this story is going to go. Yes, you can. So, Anthony, my good sir, which of these 3 stories would you like to start off with today?
You know what, like, I'm not entirely sure. Like, maybe we could, like, oh boy.
You want to read more Peppermint to get her out of the way?
Fuck it, let's get it out of the way.
Alright, cool. So, there are 10 chapters left in Peppermint. We're about 8 or so chapters in. Would you like to split it up? Oh, yes?
Which the chapters are short, just to remind
all of them, seemingly. These are all very short chapters from what I saw.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris Duffy, how you doing, buddy? Read Marble Hornets. Marble Hornets isn't a book to read, Nico. It is a story. It's a video series. Grabs you, shakes you.
It's an ARG. Throws you the room.
Yeah, let's read Peppermint. Fuck it. Let's jump right into it. We got 8 more chapters, or 10 more chapters left. We can breeze through at least some of them. This is the artwork for Peppermint today. That's wonderful.
Hey, and they link their speed paint up
They linked their
But-
YouTube channel. I am not going to put that in. I don't really care.
And if you ever look for yourself, like, please don't leave any like negative comments.
Don't be a dick
Don't.
to these people. I'm making fun of their stories, but like I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they're old enough to know that this isn't very good. So,
Yeah.
as Fifi locked the door behind her, she bursted out laughing and couldn't stop for 2 minutes until it eventually died down. Down as in a name, I guess. The ARG reveals my personal IP address. Read my girlfriend reincarnated into a MILF, which unfortunately is probably a thing. I don't want to.
That sounds
Not like
she grew-
something. It sounds like something we don't read on the channel. Actively doxing the author. The room was very dark. The room was very dark that you could see. Okay, yeah, I gotta get myself back in the mindset. The room was very dark that you could see only the dark and Fifi's glowing, swirly purple eyes and the door. All you could see in the room was glowing, swirly purple eyes. I mean, you could see the door, couldn't you? And white, sharp teeth that showed how sharp they were. Okay. Baffled, but okay. Emily was terrified to know what could happen to her. Oh, is this... what voice was he doing?
This is Fifi.
Oh, yeah, that was your Arthur Morgan, right? Hello, Agent Charles.
Oh, Emily, how I miss you all those years. So lonely, being betrayed by my very own sister, having to be torched, abused, and more. And I had to deal with that crap for 8 years. 8 fucking years, sister.
Wonderful fucking voice actor. Yeah, 20 exclamation points. Fifi yelled in rage and anger while Emily just stood there, frozen in shock. I don't remember what voice we gave this character, to be honest. Pimp says Peppermint is going to win the next tournament coming in 2027. Sooner than you think. I think in the next few streams I'm going to be doing Pasta Mania, so keep on a lookout for that one, boys. What voice do we give this fucking character? Oh, I don't care. Sister, sorry. I just didn't want to. Before she could finish, Fifi yelled at her.
Kill more people.
Yeah, that. It's pretty reasonable, honestly. Fifi yelled. Yeah. Fifi said, yelling louder. Yes. ... Emily replied in a slow paced as in like not as pace as in speed as in copy paste.
Oh, that paste as in like literally like goo paste.
Well, sister, I've killed... Oh, sorry, that's you.
Well, sister, I've killed 89 people.
With that, Fifi pushed Emily on the table and put a knife to her neck. About
to be 90.
Fifi yelled at her sister. No, please! Emily pleaded.
Sorry, sis. You can't spell slaughter without laughter. Exclamation point.
Fifi. Again, 20 exclamation points. The Dark Author wrote this. Fifi said as she duct taped Emily's mouth and stabbed her, misspelled, 20 times with a knife in the stomach.
Just like Arthur Morgan, I'm gonna lay you out. Alright, sis.
Fifi said, and with that she left the room, covered in her multiple sisters' blood. but Emily didn't die. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry if this is really short. I didn't have enough time. Fantastic. Thank you. And one comment from Baymax Fan 91. Holy moly! I just realized that Slaughter has the word laughter in it. Wait, why is Link still dead? He's still in the sewer. Soup.
He's still there. Like when I last checked, he was like screaming for like help and all that, and I definitely did not push the manhole cover back on, and then put like a giant like boulder on top.
Soup says he's my favorite character from the Bioman universe. Thank you. Good to hear. Oh no, The Mask. My favorite fucking Jim Carrey movie.
That's what The Mask is.
Shut up. After Emily was stabbed, spelled wrong, by Fifi, she started to die. As people tend to do. But she didn't want to die. Not yet. She was
people tend not want to do.
Implied, yes. She was able to find the strength in her to get and walk and walk to the door. When she did, Fifi was gone. With that opportunity, she called for help. A couple heard her and ran over to her and took her to the hospital. Alien Furs, I don't think Bottom has enough money to pay you to animate dozens of characters, so you probably won't be able to do it for free. Yeah. Two sides of the spectrum: Jim Carrey and Dream Mask. Great visual. I like Lord Darkar from Winx Club. Is that what they look like? Anyway, Emily was hooked up to life support and was lucky to be alive. So, who did this to you? The doctor asked. Oh, I'm this character too. What the fuck is this name?
If you want me to take over the fucking as the doctor, I could do that.
No, I'm good. Right. Bottom of the bin's indentured servant. I owe him at least one good animation. All right, I'll send you something where you can animate Alien first. My sister, Fifi Amelia Cat. She replied. Cat.
Wait, so her last name is Cat.
Yeah, Cat, a talking cat. The doctor said, almost laughing. Haha, Cat is your real last name. The doctor replied.
The fucking story is picking on it.
The doctor replied, almost crying from laughter. If you have a problem with my name, then I will personally spelled wrong. Emily was cut off by the TV showing her sister in her clown outfit. Do you want to do news reporter?
Oh, yep.
My kind of last name is Cat, says Goblin Slayer.
Alright. Emily was cut off by the... Wait, no, that's not it. Alright. Just in, a killer clown by the name of Peppermint has killed 19 people by this afternoon. We advise people to stay indoors, lock everything, and be safe. Back to you at the studio.
Emily was getting mad at her sister. Only now she had killed all those innocent people for
and
what?
They just found out.
They just found this out now. I hadn't even thought about it before. After a few weeks, Emily was let out of the hospital. Emily went to the mask shop and bought a mask that she could paint herself. She went back to... Oh, someone's giving me little hearts. Love that. Back to her house, and she went back to her house and made a plan on how she was going to hunt and kill her sister. Emily painted the mask so the lips had dark blue lipstick on, a pale face with a black eye. Okay. The other eye wasn't damaged much, so she left it and made sure she could see out of it. And
Wait,
purple.
so you got a mask and it was broken.
Yes. Mask shop just exists as a profession.
I guess it's like the discount mask shop.
Also, let me just point this out. She spells purple. Pruple. Pruple streams of tears going down the mask. Something. Who's her family? The SWAT cats, Snagglepuss, the Pink Panther. Something that can hide the damage she did, Emily said while putting on the mask. She said that to herself like a fucking toolbox. She grabbed two butcher knives. Butcher knives.
She's dual wielding.
And set to find where her sister went to. Over the months, Fifi killed more and Emily killed too, I guess, to find her sister. Emily didn't kill innocent people, she killed abusive people and bullies and drug dealers. Oh. That's what the point of the mask is. She also killed people that would have a link to where Fifi was. But as weeks went by, Emily wasn't close until she found the carnival Fifi worked at, which I feel like would be pretty easy to find. But just gotta go all out with this. Just this once.
I gotta fucking say something.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot
Okay. Like, it is known that her sister Fifi is a killer on the loose. And, like, no one's able to find her, not even her own sister who's hunting her. And where is Fifi? At the same fucking carnival he's been working at for the last
10 years.
Years.
She didn't move. She's doing it. She's right there.
Like Fifi lives being like, I know where to hide. I'll hide at the scene of the crime. They won't look there.
Joker says, I can find horror DSMP fics for you to read one day. No.
Oh, no.
Refuse. I will not, actually. Chapter, whatever the fuck chapter we're on. Meeting Candy Cane. A different Candy Cane to the one on Bad Creep Boss as well. Always good.
Oh, okay.
Emily walked in the carnival, disgusted of how it used to be her childhood. It's only a spelled wrong memory in the back of her mind now. As she walked through, she spotted, also spelled wrong, a young girl around 6 or 7. 6, 7. Emily was confused why a 6-year-old girl, I guess she's 6, was in the carnival. Emily was confused why a 6-year-old girl was in the carnival, was alone.
Oh my.
Curiosity took over, though, and she started to approach the young girl, still wondering why she was alone. I know she's alone. Hello, little girl. Are you okay? Before Emily could say her last word, the little girl turned around. Mouth wide. What? W hide open. What? Stone Cold. Eyes all black and blood streaming down her face from her eyes. I know, and let out a terrible shriek that made Emily pass out. She's like Luffy from One Piece filler, where Luffy is just walking behind a marine while holding up peace signs. This shit's so bad the Joker would it would cause the Joker to break character. Realistic. Smiles realistically. A couple of hours later, Emily awoke, only to be in a dark room filled with knives and chainsaws covered in blood. Emily was confused and scared, but didn't show it, though, through her mask. Well, yeah, I would assume so.
Oh shit, it's a mask.
Yeah, you're like a dude. You're like a few chapters late to the party. Even if we knew everything up to this point, it still doesn't make sense.
That makes no sense.
Once Emily gained her steps, she stood up and looked around. All she could see was knives and chainsaws, but there was a hammer in the corner of the room. The hammer was covered in blood and had the words PM. Those are letters. Okay. This shit's so bad. Maybe Rusty Fingers isn't such a bad guy. Carved in the handle of the hammer, Emily examined the weapon closer. It had colors of pink and purple, spelled right here for some fucking... Okay. In it. And it had all sorts of patterns on it that looked hand-drawn. The hammer was pretty big for Emily to carry, though. But when she lifted it up, it was quite light. The head of the hammer was way bigger than a normal multiple hammer's head. That it looked like you could smash a head in 1 second. just one.
It's a fucking like super sledge from Fallout.
Holy shit! Let me fucking. Emily was wondering if this belonged to Fifi. It was in her favorite colors, and it had her initials on it. Well, I mean, not to bury the lead, but I would say, yeah, that's probably why. Emily's weapons were taken off her probably when she was knocked out. Harley Quinn ass Hammer says Alien first. All of a sudden, the door sprung open, revealing the young girl from before. She had a red and white dress on and hair that was over her shoulder. S-holders. And red and white, and reminded Emily of a candy cane. Do you want to voice Candy Cane?
Sure.
Remember when this series didn't exist for almost a year? I do. Yes.
You're awake. Oh, you're awake.
You're awake.
That's great. That's great. Peppermint will be so proud of me. I can't believe I caught Mask Emily. Yay!
Yeah. The girl said in a high-pitched voice, as high-pitched as Anthony could get it, I guess. It was her initials, her fingerprints, blood, and hair on it. Nah, it must be someone else's. Emily was confused of why she called her Masked Emily and how she knew her name. Masked Emily? How does this kid even know my name? Emily thought. Well, I don't know. Probably because you're in a room that has your sister's fucking hammer and knives and stuff, and you're... Catch up, Emily. Come on.
All right.
How
already
does
got
this...
more.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
From Netflix now. All right, now you're going to have a play time with your good old friend, Candy Cane.
Candy Cane said while laughing manically, also getting a chainsaw and truing it on. Please lock in Toy Pepper Cat. And walking towards Emily as she backed away. It's the lady.
Wait, oh, that's...
Yeah, it's her.
Wait. Stop!
A voice said at the door.
That is enough, Cece.
Candy
Cane.
Yeah.
You can go.
The voice said. The figure closed the door and was revealed as Peppermint.
So it's me.
Yeah, it's still you.
Long time no see, sis.
Sorry if this took a little littler longer to complete. This is just unfortunate. No, well, fucking spoilers, Pepper the cat. Come on.
Oh, god damn it. Well,
the fight. It's almost done.
well, to be honest, I kind of hope she would die in a fire.
I hope the silence speaks heavy to you, Anthony.
It only means you understood the reference.
Yeah, I watched fucking FNAF when I was a kid.
Long time no see, sis.
Fifi said as she started to walk closer to Emily. Emily backed up in fear, not showing through her mask.
Oh wait, that was supposed to be Arthur.
Yeah, that was Arthur. You said it as Arthur.
Yeah, I know, but like for some reason, I thought it was still like Candy Cane. I was like doing the Arnold voice.
Sister, da 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 da. Fifi said. Oh, okay. that's you, I guess.
Oh, okay. Sister.
Fifi said while grabbing her hammer and lifting it up in the air over Emily's head. Multiple Emilys. Can we please? About to move into burnt sugar. She'll be fine, says Agent Charles. A second went by before Fifi then slammed it down. Emily just moved out of the way quickly before Fifi slammed the hammer spelled wrong. Both are spelled wrong, but you know. Her hammer down. With the door open, Emily ran out only to be chased by Fifi as she ran faster. Soon after a short time of running, Emily found herself at the main boiler of the carnival. Also, yes, Goblin Slayer, that is Arthur Morgan as the voice.
Yeah, that's what I was going
here,
for.
I guess.
If you couldn't tell, then that means I gotta work on my fucking accent.
Well, he did guess, so. As Emily stooped near it, she thought for a second before Fifi ran up to Emily with her hammer and smashed it into the boiler, missing Emily as she moved out of the way in time, not noticing what she did. As Fifi still chased Emily around, she didn't notice the gas that was filling the room, which was also the kitchen. So there's the boiler room and the kitchen. Doesn't sound sanitary, to be quite honest.
Yeah, like they like the boiler like heats up and it's like all hot, and they just like throw like the fucking like hot dogs.
Yeah, throw hot dogs in it.
Like just throw on the hot dogs and the steak, the turkey legs, and just cooks on the boiler.
Boiled hot dogs, my favorite.
Well, like not in the water, but like on like the burning metal.
Yeah. Emily ran near the kitchen stove and looked behind to see Fifi raising her hammer up to her head and bringing it down, hitting the stove, turning the fire on, which spelled wrong, but in a different way. What are you fucking doing, man? Caused a big explosion separating the two. Explosion. The whole... okay. The whole carnival, as in it's a carnival in a fucking hole in the ground, I guess, was on fire. Children and parents' screams echo throughout the carnival. Rides from the carnival were breaking, as in stopping a car, down and falling on people. Fifi slowly woke up with the sounds of screams as Emily did the same. One Fifi gained, only one of them, I guess, of the multiple, gained her strength back She ran over to Emily and kicked her in the stomach while kicking off her mask. She did a double kick. It was crazy. Fifi stood there, speechless. Her multiple sister's face was full of blood. Full of it. Pouring out of her eyes.
Full of Vicks Vapor Rub.
Her left eye. Her face looked like a living thing from hell. It's space self. Her left eye was gone, and you could
called
see
her ugly.
It's an ugly bitch. Damn. You can see bits of her skull. Fifi stood there in guilt. She did this. She was the one that tried to kill her sister. She was the one that tried to take her life. ... Fifi bent down to help Emily up, only to get a punch in the face and be thrown to the ground. Why did you do this? Emily cried out to Fifi. She just lay there.
Why did you make me do this?
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch everyone in this carnival die. Think, Fifi, think. I fucking love my job. You'll live to see this carnival burn to dust and blow away.
What will you have when it's gone?
You, Emily.
And then, like,
I still have you.
So, like, Emily like starts like crying before like turning and just jumping and just flying into space.
And then after fucking Emily leaves, Fifi like has to fight a bunch of different versions of herself. And after that's all done, she's like crying on the side of like the fucking Ferris wheel or something, and she just hears, "Stand ready for my arrival, worm." And she looks up, and it's Eclipse Wolf. Come to spread the glory of the Slender Empire.
Gotta spread the glory of Splendor Mercury.
the Slendermite Empire. This is great.
Slendermite Empire.
They killed all the OC. They killed all the weak OCs until only the strong remain. Sorry, I'll keep reading. Sorry.
Oh shit!
Emily got mad real fast. What?
What the fuck is everyone saying about this shit?
No one's speaking. What will you have in the 500 misspelled words? I am listening. I'm just in awe as I eat. By the way, did we mention Fifi has a giant mustache? Peppermint motions towards Jeff the Killer versus Slenderman. Look what they need to have even a fraction of our power.
Well, like, actually, it's Emily who has the mustache, but you don't see it because she's wearing a mask.
Yeah. Yes. That's a good one, by the way, Pimp Demon. Continuing forward, sorry. Emily got mad real fast and started to beat up Fifi until she could no longer stand or move. Now Fifi was lying on the ground. Her face was beaten up, and so was the rest of her. That's what Pastamania. It's the culling of Viltrum. This is the great. All right, new joke for the channel. Everyone's in Viltrumite. That explains a lot about creepypasta characters. Every new creepypasta OC is just a new Viltrumite hybrid. It's been found.
So instead of like Conquest, we have like Jeff Quest.
I just imagine the funniest thing in the world, which by our logic, fucking Slenderman would be like the Thrag of this universe. So now I'm just imagining Slenderman with Thrag's fucking straight ass hairline.
Looks like Freddie Mercury.
No, but you can't do that because we gotta do the fucking Slenderman. But it's Stone Cold. But like,
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, she could no longer stand. Fifi was laying on the ground. Her face was beaten up. She was so arrested for her. All of a sudden, the Ferris wheel broke and fell onto Fifi's back, trapping her with force. Fifi cried, and I think she would just die, but okay. Cried in pain as it hit her back, and fire started to burn her body.
Help me, Emily. Please help me. Help me. Emily. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Pimp Demon Set is out with a bang guy. You don't seem to get it. Earth isn't yours to bang. And Agent Charles quickly fucking replies with Jeff looking at his ripoffs. Look what they need to mimic even a fraction of our power.
Look at what they need. Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of my power.
Trap is an interesting misspelling of paste. Fifi cried in pain as it heard, but yeah. Fifi cried out to her sister, who just grabbed her mask and put it on, looking back at her sister as she burnt alive. Emily didn't bother and turned to heel and walked off, not listening to her sister's cries.
She just says he just looks at her, she starts getting all angry, and she looks up, her eyes are glowing red, and then she just says I'm done saving you.
Keep reading, dude. It's your luck.
All right. I'm sorry.
Fifi cried out. Emily stopped in her tracks and looked at her sister. Sorry won't fix what you did, Peppermint. You are no longer my sister that I love, but a cold monster that I once known as a friend, family, and sister, Emily replied, and walked off, not paying a 10-ton to Fifi, who just cried and looked as her sister vanished into the flames of the fire and was soon gone. Fifi just laid there, being burnt alive, not bothering anymore, as the whole carnival around her soon collapsed along with her heart. I'm sorry this took a long time.
And I just want to say, for something called The Fight,
it was not much of a fight.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
What?
Next chapter.
But
So badass and Chad and very alpha, says Joker. So this next chapter is called Jason and Laughing Jack, and I will not be doing a fucking Nelson Mandela voice. Fuck you.
No. Didn't we agree that Laughing Jack was
Yeah, he's jargon, but I know that fucking Jason the Toymaker is also voiced by Nelson Mandela. So I'll just give him a different voice. Who's a funny guy that I could voice him as?
and Kara.
I'm gonna try to do a Robert or a JFK.
All right.
No, honest, I'll do Obama. Fuck it, who cares? Jason and LJ, Laughing Jack, was walking in the woods alone. They just came back from a killing spree in town and was walking through the woods, implied, to head back to the Slender Mansion, Viltrum, until they spotted a fire near them.
Hey, look over there. I think it's a fire,
LJ said in a raspy voice. You don't say, Jason replied, being sarcastic as they started to go near where the fire was. Oh, it's just a carnival on fire. Opposed to anything else on fire. Jason said while resting his back on a nearby tree.
What if it's my car? Wait, no.
My car is on fire!
was it like my car? I don't care if it's like supposed to be my carnival. No, it's a car.
Yeah,
it's
sure. Fucking Agent Charles, he's a caveman now. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. You're cool, dude. Patting you on the head. LJ replied, relaxing himself from the panic of thinking it was his carnival on fire. What if it isn't yours? Then, wait, if it isn't yours, then, who's the owner? Jason said while lifting an eyebrow.
I don't know, but once it's done burning, wanna check it out? We could maybe eat the children. Oh, God. They're burnt alive. Oh, my God. Or maybe steal some burnt plushies. I know
maybe we could eat the dead children.
11J. That's pretty fucked up.
Those are pretty fucked up. LJ shouted out loud at Jason, who covered his eyes at his friend's voice. Sure. Whatever, maybe we could bring back something for Sally. Hey, do you hear screaming? Jason replied as he heard a terrified Shrek. That's almost Shrek.
I know that's LJ.
Yeah.
But the sound of children and adults screaming. It's like music to my ears.
I think I just made my first pinned comment ever, which is Pimp Demon said, I think the pocket is Battle Beast. Which... And if I am to die during this battle, I will savor it even more. I will savor wearing your face even more. This is the greatest fucking joke we've ever made. This is channel. Who's invincible in this context? I guess fucking...
I don't know. Eclipse Wolf.
Eclipse Wolf? yeah, fucking who cares? Eclipse Wolf is fucking...
I mean, it makes sense. Like, she gets, like, her ass handed to them all the time.
Yeah, I guess Clockwork is a Nissa. That's fucked up. Anyway, yeah, the Eclipse Wolf War. LJ shouted to Hassan, who covered the clown's mouth with his hand.
Hassan.
Don't tempt me. I make my friend draw the pocket as Battle Beast. Do it. Do it. I will give you $10 to do it. Please.
You're gonna do it? Oh, please do it. Oh, please try.
Please.
I'll
I would love it, honestly. The Clockwork is Conquest. No, Jeff is invincible and Randy is Conquest.
Yes. I have to say the line.
Yeah.
And ready for my and ready for my arrival, worm.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm. You were given time. You were given orders. You were given more leeway than most, and yet I come to find that this planet is unprepared for our slender empire. I have no idea how you would even see it, even if I didn't. Send me a picture. Fuck it, I don't care. You're on the Discord.
We don't give a shit.
As they waited for the fire to burn out, they realized that if Fifi was down there, trapped, being burnt alive, screaming her head off, in hope of getting someone's attention to help save her, but failed. Oh, they didn't realize that. Sorry. Knock off Belchamp's voice, for real. Fuck you. Biting your head off. After 5 hours, the fire burnt out, and LJ and Jason made their way over to the burnt carnival. After some time of searching for something good, they got nothing but only burnt bodies and burnt rides until Jason saw something trapped under the Ferris wheel. Hey, LJ, look over here.
Wait, is that the wrong hey?
Yeah, no, it is. It's an E. Should be spelled with an E, but
Instead, we're saying like hey, as in hey for horses.
Hey, as in look at this hay that I have in this barrel.
Look at this haystack.
Hey, look over here. Something is moving. One's kill it. Can you DM me after this the YouTube channel's Discord? Yeah, sure. Fifi is Cecil. I'm not actually anymore. I left a bunch a while ago because felt dead, including hers. True, real. I'll send it to you, dude. Don't worry. Jason asked.
Jason asked LJ. Yeah.
LJ said as they both moved to the person trapped underneath it. As they got closer, they realized it was a burnt girl in a clown costume, but not any girl. It was Fifi. This is LJ speaking. So,
hey, I know that clown. She's Peppermint, the killer clown.
LJ said as he examined the body. I think. Oh, this is Jason, I guess. Looks like she's still alive. Well, only by a little, though. We could bring her back to my workshop, and we do need more killers, and I could save her, but we need to move fast. So move the Ferris wheel, Jack. Jason replied as LJ lifted the Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel while Jason picked Fifi up and carried her, spelled wrong, to his work so he could save her life. It's not over yet, says the author. Okay, how many more fucking chapters of this? Jesus.
Oh my. 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay, we can finish this tonight. I think we've only been going for fucking 47 minutes.
Then we move on to another.
Yeah, one of these two. Which one would you prefer to be the next one?
I think we should
Should we save Hiroshima for last?
You know what? Yeah, let's save it for when we get Link with us.
Okay. Well, Link's not coming today, but you know.
Yeah. Obviously.
As Jason,
obviously, I'm saying, we do the Nagasaki one.
Oh, next week? You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna make it gonna be a big bang. We're gonna have Link with us. It's gonna be epic.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Alan the alien is. Hear me out. Giraffe guy. It felt like a century has passed. As Jason and LJ. I can fill in for Link. Not tonight, dog, but you know. As Jason and LJ made their way over to Jason's workshop, they had a little time because Fifi was dying fast. Well, she was in a fire for 5 hours, so they decided to pick up and pace and started to run. After a few hours, they finally made it to the shop and began to save Fifi. They placed her on a metal table and strapped her down by her ankles and wrists and looked at each other.
Oh, what are we going to do?
LJ said, what do you mean? She's badly burnt. The only thing I can do is make her into one of my creations, Jason replied.
You mean you're going to turn her into a drone? What kind?
You know those, the ones we use to blow up hospitals. You mean you know those music box with the dancing girl or animal inside? Jason said to LJ.
Yeah, the ones where you have to wind it up with a key. Or something like that?
LJ asked. Yes, something like that. Now help me with this. Gonna be a while. There's no end quotation marks, so I'm gonna keep talking in the fucking Obama voice. Okay. After a couple hours on working on Fifi, they were done. Fifi had now been turned into it. No, I'm just gonna talk normal. Why is LJ like a stupid little henchman?
It's supposed to be like Gordon Von Strangle.
Oh, Rex is the guy controlling the cat. I have one thing left. My entire fucking cat. And it bolts up. Turned into a wind-up key toy with a metal key on her back to wind her up. She was no longer human anymore, but turned into a wind-up toy with a music box and wind-up key. She could still do all the things a human could do, but she was no longer human. Sorry if this is short. I'm sick and had a head ache when I look at the screen. Okay.
Oh.
My new life? Question mark.
And what
Great smart that is, yep.
Somehow the hair gets darker.
Indeed.
Oh no, well,
and then
why am I like that?
Oh, look, an author's note. Yes, indeed. As Fifi started to wake up, she felt weird. She felt like she wasn't ... herself. As she woke up, felt something cold in her back. She went to feel what it was. As her hand went over the cold object, she knew, smelled it like brand new, what it was. And since it was a wind-up key, she winded it up in order to see what it would do. Once she winded it up and let it out a tune from a music box.
Okay, you have like a wind-up key stuck in your back, and the first thing you decide to do is to twist it.
Yeah. I mean, curiosity, like, she's not the brightest character.
Like there's a wind-up thing. Like, what if I twist? What happens if I twist it? Ah!
Just breaks your own spine. Yeah, but where was it coming from? As she looked around, she then realized it was coming from her. She looked down at herself with a space. Damn, she's playing Portal and Invincible. She's fucking the Portal guy in Invincible. Trying to get makeup. Sorry. She looked down at herself, then in the mirror, her hand went down her face trying to get the makeup off, but it wouldn't. It's you.
Oh. Ow. How hard my... Oh. Sorry, I have to get back in post.
Gotta get back to Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan? Yes. How my face is cold like metal, and my makeup won't come off.
That's because it won't come off. A voice said in the back while Fifi looked over to see who it was. It was Jason.
Who are you and... Oh, God.
It's okay.
Who are you? Who are you and what do you know?
Fifi said in a harsh tone. I'm Jason the Toy Maker, he replied while tipping his hat. I saved your life by making you into a human-sized doll. Wind-up doll. Best work if I say so myself, he said with a smirk on his face while grabbing his chin like full hand grab on.
Like fucking Duck Walker.
Shut up. Fifi was all new to this and very confused.
So, I'm not human?
Just imagining Arthur Morgan. Red Dead Redemption 3 is really weird. Wait. Jason replied, not anymore, Jason replied as he looked at herself back in the mirror.
Oh god, I lost my point. I lost my area.
It's all good. Last chapter. Hey, look.
I know that's. I know that. I think that's
that
Jason.
Awesome, great. Hey, look. No, it's going to time getting used to all this, but I can assure you, it will be fine, and you will have loads more friends now once we go on our killing spree, Jason said, trying to comfort her.
Okay. Peppermint.
Fifi said while holding out her hand to him to shake it, which he does. Well, Peppermint, it's nice to meet you. Shall we go upstairs to meet the others? They will be happy as me to find a new member is finally upon us. I mean, we get them every fucking 3 days, seemingly, based on how many fucking stories there are. But Dutch, I'm in a creepypasta, Dutch.
Don't help me. I'm stuck in a creepypasta.
John, you gotta get me out of here. Now, what are you doing out there, Dutch? But he said while bleeding.
How did you get stuck in a creepypasta?
We need creepypasta.
We need more creepypastas.
He said while leading Fifi upstairs to meet the others. Sorry if it's short, I'm still ill. New book. Okay, the reason I haven't been writing or working so much is because of school and a new book I'm comic up with that'll upload soon, hopefully, but I will still work on this book.
So free skip.
Yeah, free skip. So we only have 3 more chapters. Let's go.
Yay.
First mission. Please tell me Slenderman shows up. Please tell me Slenderman shows up.
Please, it'll make this so much better.
It's Peppermint's first mission after meeting everybody in the house. She was nervous, though. She hasn't killed anyone. What?
She didn't like. Oh, they didn't like put like the chapter where she met everyone.
Yeah, fuck them.
Which is odd. Which is odd for for a story like this. Yeah. Because like normally like when they like do like these like sort of stories, like a new like killer in the Slender Mansion, like they always like introduce like their character to everyone.
I don't know. They didn't do it with Eclipse Wolf.
Well, yeah, that was like slow, like not everyone, but all the essential ones that the author.
Oh my god, yes. We need Randy Man Slenderman in this story. No, he's stone cold. Fuck you. I'm gonna hit you with my car. This has Mika's stench all over it. That rat, he's with the Creepytons. She hasn't killed anyone with a partner before and didn't know how it would turn out to be. She was assigned to... No!
What?
She was assigned to work with Clockwork. When Peppermint was meeting everyone, Clockwork just gave a scoff and left. It wasn't the best of meetings. Punching myself in the fucking brain. Peppermint got a hammer and was ready to kill people in or out the woods. Yes, says Joker, yes! She already was 15 minutes before they needed to go. Ain't no way, says Goblin Slayer. She's back, boy. His clips off his ear. What? Everyone is going crazy. That is Clockwork. Oh, this would have been so good. If only we weren't such pussies last week. We could have read this fully all the way through. We would have died. It was Clockwork. 2 stories. They can't keep getting away with it.
We can't keep getting away with this.
Before they needed to go, finally, her waiting Clockworth came out. Listen, clown. We already have enough clowns here, and they all clown around. I don't want you to be the same, she almost yelled.
I lost where I was for a second.
Okay. Don't worry, Dutch. I'm not like them other clowns. I'm a Wanda clown. Which reminds me,
Peppermint said while turning her back to Clockworth. Okay, maybe it's a different character, because she calls her Clockworth now.
Oh, it's just like Clockwork. It's Clockwork, but British. So she has like a monocle on and like a top hat. And,
her monocle is a clock.
And a mustache.
Yeah, she looks like if she could wind her up, she already had enough energy to kill.
Thanks, love.
For some reason, I was thinking that stupid Marvel song, it was Agatha all along, but it's Randy and his crew. Like, who's been messing with everything up? Who's been messing everything up? It was Randy and the crew all along. What the fuck is that? Fucking noise in the background. Something grinding gears. Peppermint yelled while running off into the woods. Keep your voice down and wait up, Clockwork whispered / yelled. Finally, after running in the woods for an hour, they came across a couple. Perfect. You take the girl, I'll take the guy, Clockworth whispered to Peppermint. Clockwork held the man down while Peppermint pushed the girl to the ground and pinned her down. So, you want to go first? Clockworth asked Peppermint.
I don't know, Dutch. I'm not entirely sure about this. You know what? Sure.
Peppermint replied before cutting the multiple girls' stomach open with her hands all the way up to her neck, then spreading all the organs and started to eat her alive as she slowly died.
You know what I imagine?
You're a monster. It's spelled like monster. It's like gangsta.
You know what I imagine? Like what she said, like she cuts open like her stomach like with her hand. Like I'm imagining like on how like Omni-Man killed like that like one Viltrumite.
He like cut him in half like he killed Immortal.
Yeah, like with like doing like a.
Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power, Clockwork. Did that man's death disturb you, Clockwork? Well, let's see what you think of this. The man shouted before throwing up all over the floor.
I'm not a monster. I'm a clown. Hump.
Peppermint yelled with blood covering her hands, arms, and face.
Pouts.
Your time's up.
Folds arms and pouts.
Clockwork said before stabbing the man to death.
Are you gonna eat that?
Peppermint said while pointing to the dead man's body. Clockwork simply said, Nah, you can finish it. After that, Peppermint ripped open the man and ate him. They're Italian, it's an accent. After the mission, Peppermint started to like Clockworth and Slenderman then assigned her to work with Laughing Jack. What could go wrong? Exclamation point, question mark.
Let's find out. Oh.
Redoing the story. Yay! Yeah!
No.
What if Slenderman is Thrag? Does that mean Zalco is Thaddeus? Yes, it does.
No!
Okay, so I was writing this, and I thought it was a good story. Some people may think that, but I want to change the story, as in I want to change Peppermint's backstory. I won't delete the book, but I will discontinue on the title, so be ready for the book to come out with a different story. See you later. Thanks, ready, and see you next time. And now we have one more chapter, I think. Part 1 with LJ. So this is the last chapter of this. How can you redo perfection, says Joker.
I'm laughing through the pain.
Polish a turn and it's still a turn. Alright, this is probably the last chapter I will do. I don't know. I just wanted to finish this story. Okay.
Why is it called Part 1?
Just that stupid. Peppermint was happy to work with another clown. It felt like she was going to be a okay mission, but she was wrong. As Slenderman addressed the two, what? the two world be working with each other, as he mentioned. Double space. That Peppermint could learn a lot from a colorless clown from the 1800s. She couldn't say the best would happen, but had a good feeling with this mission. Last chapter, better be good, says Dark Author. Hell yeah, hell, happy to see you here, brother.
Oh, it's him.
It's him. It's the man. It's the man he was in the brawl for the bottom. Dark Author, would you like to? I'm sorry, Dark Author, but I would like to address something. Since the brawl for the bottom happened, the Gumball from the Amazing World of Gumball: The Grieving, specifically that version of Gumball Watterson, has been calling you out, man. He's been calling you a pussy on stream. He's come on stream at least twice since that brawl for the bottom. He's called you out for a wrestling match, for a wrestling match at Postamania in the coming weeks. Dark Author, do you accept Gumball Watterson's terms to wrestle him at Postamania next week?
Do you accept his challenge?
Do you accept Gumball Watterson's challenge, Dark Author? The world must know. We'll wait for him to respond. Until then, it's time for Stone Cold Slenderman. Now, go on, Yoto, and no clown around. Slenderman said. Okay, Dark Author says, sure, why not? It's on, boys. The Dark Author versus Gumball Watterson from The Amazing World of Gumball: The Grieving. It's so fucking here. It was not keck, it was cringe.
Wait, let me say this. I know how to say this. It was not keck, it was cringe.
Slenderman said in a stern voice. Peppermint couldn't help but laugh at the non-intentional joke he made. As Peppermint's laughter died down a bit, she said,
wait, okay, I find myself again. Okay, so this is, who is this?
This is you.
Alright. No, but like,
oh,
who?
it's fucking Peppermint or whatever the fuck your stupid name is.
Okay.
Good joke, but I hope it won't be a problem if you were to wind up my key.
With that, he nodded and winded up her key. Why is Slenderman talking? Why is Slenderman working with people? Well, they're in the Slender Mansion, Dark Author. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, this is like one of the universes where a killer joins the Slender Mansion.
This is one of the universes where Invincible becomes a bad guy with Omni-Man, and that. LJ as soon he LJ he soon replied.
How soon? What? Oh, wait. Oh, goddamn! Like one of the key before. Where? No. Wait, who's? Oh, it's LJ.
Yeah.
Well, how do you kill?
That's Peppermint.
Oh. Well, how do you kill?
Peppermint asked LJ as he replied.
I pretend to be Kid's friend, then kill them.
He said in a raspy voice.
Oh. Oh. Nice.
Peppermint said in a studded voice. Dark Author says, I know you want to call Slenderman Daddy Writer, but Slenderman isn't a father. I will never understand the Slender Mansion bollocks. Real and true.
Me too, Dark. Me too.
Peppermint said in a studded voice. She never really liked hurting or killing kids. But she does it a lot, though. But so she was a bit unsure.
Hey, how about I kill the kids' parents? I don't like hurting kids.
Didn't she kill 3 kids in like 5 chapters ago?
Yes, and like that. Her first kill were children, 3 kids, 3 adults.
Yep. Fuck you, Author. She said as she scratched the back of her head.
That's fine with me. Let's go.
He said before dragging Peppermint out of the mission and to a kid's house. Hey, do you mind if I send a story that I'm currently working on? And if you want, you can read it on stream. Sure, of course you can. Dear God, the more I'm reading this, the more I'm happy you're helping me write a book. Yeah, true. Real. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm currently helping the Dark Author write his first novel. Very early in development, but we're making good progress. So be on the lookout for that, and give me a round of applause because I'm pretty fucking cool. But this rewrite where there are no kid killing. They arrived at a kid's house near the woods. Apparently, he had befriended this kid some weeks ago. He said the child bored him out and was no fun, so he's gonna murder him. It takes a village, my friend. After they went in the house towards the child.
Hey, kiddo.
LJ said in a high voice. My toy, a child said as they ran to hug his leg. Who's this? Stop, I'm so high I almost started clapping. The child asked in curiosity to who the pink and white haired girl was.
Peppermint. Pleased to meet you, kitty.
She throws beer at him. She said as she handed out a peppermint, to which the child gladly took. Thank you, Peppers, the child yelled as Peppermint smiled, confused a bit about the nickname they gave her. Read the line. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to the kid's parents' bedroom. I'll kill them while you take care of the kid.
Peppermint said as she left the room to head towards the child's parents' room, leaving LJ with the kid. I'll finish this later.
Meanwhile, last updated July 11th, 2017.
For fuck's sake, you convinced me. Room for one more. I gotta get on this. I mean, are you free? Maybe. Maybe I could join. You could join in for a little bit, but I usually like to have people not join in halfway through the streams. And I will say that was the end of this story. We have finished We have finished The original story of My Creepypasta C. Peppermint, by Toy Pepper the Cat, and that was certainly something, wasn't it? Wasn't it, fucking Anthony?
Yep.
I just can't believe that they had Clockwork be the partner of this character. How has it happened twice?
Also, Clockwork, just it's like, oh, Clockwork is there. Well, Clockworth.
Yeah, Dark, how about we do this next week? How about next week we stream Saturday so that we could just do it for the full morning or something like that? That'd be fucking wicked. Are you free Saturday mornings, Anthony?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Then yeah. We'll do it next Saturday. Next Saturday.
Yeah, like just give me like the time,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll give you a door. Wow, that sucked. That fucking sucked a lot. It's true. Alright. So, any final thoughts on the original story of My Creepypasta C. Peppermint, Anthony?
Trash.
Trash?
Just
Yeah.
trash.
Fucking abysmal. Probably one of the worst written stories I've ever seen on this fucking, on this channel. Like, it's obviously not as bad as something like Love is a Syndrome, or fucking, something like that, or Burner, or some shit, but like, it was fucking atrocious to read, dude. It, like, every other word was misspelled. It's just fucking garbage, dude. The remake now. Well, let's see if they even made the remake, Joker.
The only thing that was enjoyable, like, was the fucking, like, Viltrum Mike jokes we kept making.
There's a couple stories, but I don't know if any of them are, like... I guess this is a Peppermint story, but it's 7 parts. If this is a Peppermint story, then I'll fucking read it, I guess. But I don't want to read it today, because we have a fucking next story to read, but I'll put it on the fucking list.
Yeah.
And it was also written in 2017. Jesus Christ. There was a lot of Viltrumites in this story. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah. Peppermint. The original story of My Creepypasta Peppermint, that was not good. I would say probably bottom 10 all time for this on the channel. Which is quite a fucking saying, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright. But I will say this. She did survive being burnt alive while underneath a Ferris wheel for 5 hours. So that's a pretty good scaling feat, I would say.
It's a sign of endurance.
Yeah.
As like for combat skill,
It'd be pretty hard to kill her, I guess.
yeah, it's hard to kill her, but like in terms of like how well she can like go out and kill.
True. She did get beaten by 3 dudes.
Yeah, that like and like also like she can't like she said like she killed like 89 people.
Mm-hmm.
So and so somehow like she must have she's at least above human.
Mm-hmm.
At least above, like she's above human at least.
Yeah, her durability is definitely above human. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do casual Ferris wheel fire. Yes, you do casual Ferris wheel fire, says the Dark Author. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think we'll see how strong, I guess, the dinosaurs are in the next story. But so far, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how well she's gonna match up to the nuclear bomb that is dropped on Hiroshima.
And I'm looking over the story, and it looks kind of short.
Yeah, 9-minute read is what it says. So we could probably get through this pretty quick.
Yeah, then we just go like straight on to the bombings.
Yeah, I think instead of doing the bombings tonight, because I know that fucking I kind of want Link to be here for the bombing video.
Same.
I kind of want also Dark Author has confirmed that he will be here next week. So we can introduce him to reading. We can introduce him to this kind of stories we read by having him read I Am a Survivor of Hiroshima, and what the Americans dropped wasn't a nuke.
Yep.
This works perfectly. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, all four of us going into whatever hell that we have put ourselves into.
Yes. And also, I think Charles has sent me a story. Let me fucking open it up, see what it is. Oh boy. Yeah, we can read that. After we read, I'll get rid of the story of Hiroshima real quick. Have you chaps read Crybaby Lane yet for this series? Usually we stay away from like the more popular, like well-reviewed creepypastas, mostly because I like the what?
Yeah, this we read like the very unknown ones. Like,
yeah, what's the opposite of a hidden gem?
We're the show is called the bottom of the bin. So
the opposite of
as you can imagine, like Jeff, like the killer, for example, is like on the top. Meanwhile, all the other stories that we read are at the very bottom, the ones that we don't see.
Dark Author says it's popular. I didn't know that. Well, I've heard of it before, which is something I can't say for most of the stories on the fucking wheel. Next Saturday on Bomb of the Bin, special guest Dark, and even more special guest Pimp Demon. That's totally happening. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to read What Does the Dinosaur Say? And then if we have time, we'll read T by our resident subscriber Charles here. Agent Charles.
All right.
Sound good?
All right. Yeah.
Lovely.
All right. All right. I'm on the.
Yes. 1 second.
Is it me, or does that like image look AI generated?
Oh, they are. Every story on this fucking website. Okay. Let me fucking talk about this website, because I found this I was looking on for more stories that we could read on Reddit, because that's an untapped fucking market that we haven't gone into too much. But
it's like Pandora's box.
But I found a link. Someone linked their story that's on this website. And this is so weird to me. Like, I had never heard of this, but it has, like, a bunch of stories that I've heard of. Like, fucking, it has, like, Laughing Jack is on here. Fucking, all the stories that fucking, Slime Beast wrote is on here. Like, it has, like, a bunch of random fucking creepypastas I know about. And then just, what does the dinosaur say?
Yep.
Agent Charles says, it's named T. I'm still trying to figure out a name for the story, so T is not the official name. Good to hear. And Dark says, also by bottom of the barrel, bottom of the barrel, you could interpret it as meaning the worst of the worst stories, not the most obscure bad stories. So that's the confusion. I will say, it's bottom of the bin, which in my mind means, have you ever been to like a fucking Walmart or something? Well, I guess you don't have Walmart's Dark Author. But in like big convenience stores and stuff like that, they'll have like movie bins, and usually the movies in those bins are fucking dollar store garbage. So like $1 films. Dark says, fuck Slime Beast. Can't stand that guy. True. He is kind of a prick, isn't he? Anyway, you ready, Anthony?
Born ready.
Let's go. Fuck. My bad, misread. May 17th, 2011 was my finals week. I was quietly working on a study guide in the Earth Sciences department. Being surrounded by fossils somehow made me feel less stressed about finals. Yeah, because dinosaurs are fucking awesome, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like, standing next to him like, fuck yeah, this is badass.
Yeah, looking at the femur of a compy, like, fuck yeah, this makes me feel good.
Is man test. Is this cool? It's just dinosaur bones. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Dinosaurs over therapy, says Dark Author. Many of them were simply beautiful, with their natural curves set in stone. Okay, weird way to say that. All of them, from the ammonite shells to mammoth teeth, they are arranged in chronological fashion from oldest to youngest. On the middle display shelf were the Mesozoic era fossils, which held the dinosaur remains. Each were in exquisite detail, and I could hear them speak to me. Okay. Sending dinosaur wavelengths like
took like a turn, like just like these fossils are very nice, like they're very intricate and I love them, and I love like
they're
when
very
they talk to
curvy, aren't they? And Joker says sexual dinosaur bones. Natural curves. What kind of show you run here, Bioman? I didn't read the story through, Dark. Don't fucking come to me.
The jokes come as they go.
Is this normal porn for normal people, but this fetish is for dinosaurs? Yeah, there's a girl chained to a bed and a fucking velociraptor comes in. I could hear them speak about the rich knowledge they contained. I could easily identify each of the specimens and what kind of dinosaur they were. Sitting there in the lounge next to the displays, I could easily get lost in the sweet music created by the ancient bones. I'm just
imagining he's like has like the bones like lined up like on like that one instrument.
Keep
like,
away from dinosaurs.
The tiles and just like hitting them.
He's playing him like this, like a xylophone.
Yeah.
He's got a raging heart on as he's standing next to the dinosaur bones.
A hard bone.
Dinosaur boner, says Joker. Easily lost in the sweet. Yeah, I was getting distracted. So reluctantly, I turned to my studies. A couple hours later, I had finished the assignment. However, I remained there for a little longer to hear the old fossils speak. They told me of their lives, from the massive migrations to the perilous hunts. Whoa, 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 says Dark Author. The voices told me in graphic detail about the battles between predator and prey, fights for breeding right. Just
and
right.
Viltrumite.
Just the one.
and Viltrumites.
John Green Tumblr copy pasta, but about dinosaur bones. The nurturing care of the young, and so much more. In the center display, by far the most extraordinary fossil here was that of a complete, unaltered velociraptor skull. OMG, Randy, a sinister mark. Jeff. Graphic details, crazy breeding. So this is something so far. It's not like
it's not
the worst thing I've ever fucking read.
Yeah, like it's so far it's kind of like nothing.
Just kind of fucking this guy can hear dinosaur bones for some reason.
Yeah.
As I got up to leave the musing session with the bones, the hollows of the skull stared into me like an old friend who wanted you to stay a while longer. Out loud I said, "No worries, my friend, I will be back tomorrow." And I proceeded to leave the building to head back to my apartment. I cried that night. My bed was so cold without the bones. In the dark, humid night, it was almost unbearable to walk across the campus. The summer heat had not quelled itself, and I came across a horrible sight. Surrounding a large bonfire were several fraternities and sororities celebrating the end of the semester. Many of them were intoxicated and mad with lust. Instead of musing, I heard a mewing session.
Unlike me, who was madly enthralled in the bones
Dinosaur
of
bones. I powered my way around the crowd. I mean, you could just walk around them, I'm guessing. There's a bonfire in the middle of campus. What are they fucking doing?
Oh, it's like one of those like stories that you hear about, like how like all like the seniors like gather around like and have like a huge fire in like the football field.
Grant, get the fuck off this fur Finny fanfic! No, because this is funny. This is the funniest shit ever. Many of them were toxic. Yeah, I powered my way around the crowd. Also, powered my way around the crowd. So you, I don't think that's how you power through something, but
fucking football tackling like straight through them.
hoping to put as much distance between the manic group and myself in the shortest amount of time as possible. My path was blocked, however. A large, overbearing figure stood there, chanting in a sloppy "woo, yeah!"
Woo! Woo!
I stopped to analyze the drunk.
Baby!
I made no reply to his overzealous remark and simply walked around him. The next obstacle was harder to get around. Oh God! Is he about to get? It's about to get dunked on by the jocks and the preps. I stuck my middle finger up at them. Actually, is it okay if you read my story next stream? I kind of want to read it with you in VC, and that gives me time to fix any mistakes. Sure. Okay. Get out of here, T, then. This is going to be a bit of a shorter session then, I suppose, but that's okay. A group of football cheerleaders were handing out school spirit ribbons and other cultish objects.
What the fuck?
Here, join our cheerleading cult.
I mean...
Oh, I want to bully this dude. I want to shove this dude in a locker.
I mean, like, what else do women do in the locker room? I don't know. I assume, like, they sacrifice goats to a heathen god.
The heathen god. Grant, if I found my old Transformer fix, would that be of an interest? I don't read fanfics. I read creepypastas, guys.
We do creepypastas, no fanfictions.
Dark says cult? Question mark? If it's a creepypasta, if it's a fanfic about creepypasta characters, I will extend to that. But it's mostly creepypasta stuff. Cultist objects to the students that passed by. Once I came into view, they immediately locked on to my present like homing missiles. Do you want to be one of the sirens, I guess?
Alright, I'll try. Ooh, do you have any school spirit?
The siren screamed at me. I was frightened by her suddenness, and in anger I replied, no. Apparently this was the wrong answer. They surrounded me and they start jumping.
They fucking they start kicking the shit out of them.
Hit him with a steel chair.
And then we're just start piling on top of him.
They surrounded me, trying to encourage their pathetic notion of brainwashing me.
Don't give him his jacket.
Don't give him his jacket back. And then this guy came up, and he was talking about dinosaur bones, and it made me and my girls very uncomfortable. We had him jumped.
Dinosaur bones, and he was like in one of our sirens, or one of our best sirens went up. And
best siren.
Said,
I've known her for many years. She's the best siren I've ever seen.
And she just asked him, hey, do you have any cool spirit? And he said, no. Can you believe it? No. No.
So we jumped him.
We jumped him real good.
We had the Secret Service to kill him.
Yeah, we took out the jacket.
Didn't give him his jacket back, of course. Sorry. They surrounded me, trying to encourage their pathetic notion of brainwashing me. I just stood there in silence as they continued their banter. Fortunately, a friend came by, and you have friends? and pulled me away from the scene.
Makes sense. His friends are dinosaur bones.
This friend's name was Roxanne. She was a physics major and the only human friend I had there. I'll be her, yeah.
Fine.
Leave him alone, you fucking sluts.
I was gonna do that voice anyway, so...
Awesome. She roared like a dinosaur. She roared like a dinosaur, that's why he's attracted to her. As she gently took my arm and to take me away from them. The entire...
He tries flirting with her, like, he's like, think of something, like, cute to say, hey, you sexy Tyrannosaur.
Are you a pair of bones in the dirt? Because I want to dig you.
We dug ourselves in a deep hole.
And I'm making it deeper. She roared as she did. Yeah, the entire experience left me quite shaky, pussy. I don't do well in crowds, and fortunately, Roxanne knew this.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
What?
I get it.
What is it?
He has autism.
Autism doesn't explain why the fuck dinosaurs do.
It explains a lot. He focuses a lot on dinosaurs, and he hates being in crowded areas.
You were spot on the money about it making me feel better. No wonder you didn't give up on me. My crappy ass giraffe looks like Call of Cthulhu compared to this. I'm glad I ran it. What voice did I give this guy? I'll just voice him as fucking Linkara. Yeah, Linkara. Let's go.
Yeah, Linkara.
Yes, it does, correct. Hey, baby, you a fossil? Are you a fossil fuel? Because you're burning, says Data Charles. I'm glad I ran into you, but I'm puzzled as to why you were there, Roxanne, I said quietly as we headed into the darkness. Just walking into the forest. Well, I was on my way back from the library when I saw them assaulting you. She said smugly. True to form, Roxanne was a confident person. She was my waifu. As if to reinforce her fierceness, she had medium red hair. Oh, fuck off. She had medium red hair and green eyes. However, I couldn't help find it adorable and attractive. Oh, fuck me. Yet, I was too afraid to say such things to her. We continued to walk to our apartments. Our discussion shifted to post-final plans. Neither her nor I had any plans to go home or do anything special. Want to hang out this weekend? Roxanne asked me. Thanks to the faint light provided by the streetlight, I could tell she had a slight blush. This is awful.
She likes it when he talks about dinosaurs and bones.
Can you tell me about Triceratops horns again? Yeah. Unnecessary information, damn it. Yeah. Did you know that Triceratops horns are made of bone, unlike rhinoceros horns, which are made of dentin? Oh yeah, babe, I'm getting real hot under the collar here. Did Roxanne have to put on a red light?
They start like role playing in bed. They start wearing like dinosaur costumes.
She puts on a Triceratops mask.
Yeah, meanwhile, the main character just wears like the inflatable T-Rex costume.
Struggling to agree, I said, "Yes, weekly." We parted ways to our separate apartments. I underwent my nightly rituals for preparing for bed. I put on my Triceratops mask and I jacked off.
To a picture of a T-Rex.
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell this guy that dinosaurs are Chinese hoax to make him mad.
No. No, the dinosaurs are not a Chinese hoax. The dinosaurs were created by the Jews to make the Christians question their faith.
Don't do that here, man.
Forget it. That's an awful joke. Fucking awful. Sorry.
The Jews are the last remaining piece of Hyperbora. I began with a 15-minute shower, followed by shaving, brushing my teeth, and lastly, I turn in. Tonight was different. I don't like
shaving. You have no facial hair.
He's got a little scruff of like under his chin, but nothing else. As I laid down, I heard a bone-chilling scream from outside. Jumping from my bed, I grabbed my keys and phone and rushed to investigate. Luckily, I live on the ground floor of the building, and it didn't take me long to find the source of the scream. There on the ground, I found Roxanne unconscious. She was attacked by a dinosaur.
That's what's gonna happen.
I hope that's what happens. That would be the funniest thing. Now, my two loves, they got to a fight. The Velociraptor's gonna be like, "You were cheating on me, you two-timing whore." On the ground, I found Roxanne unconscious in a small pool of blood. I called 911 and tried to stop the bleeding. 20 minutes later, the paramedics arrived, and the RA came to examine the situation. Even a few hours later, I was too upset to sleep. Well, yeah, your friend just got attacked by a fucking stranger. I answered all the questions I could, and there were no clues at the crime scene. She walked the dinosaur, says Agent Charles. My mind was racing, and I needed comfort. I returned to the Earth's... Jesus Christ. I returned to the Earth Science Department lounge in hopes that the fossil voices would allow me to clear my mind. Being a paleontology major, I had a key card access to the building after hours. Once inside, I went straight to the lounge and took a seat. The voices were
for some reason, I now have like the mental image of Alan Grant from Jurassic Park.
The voices were quiet. They said nothing to me. I got up and stared into the display case. My eyes became fixed onto the Velociraptor's skull. After what seemed to be a long silence, I heard the skull cry out. Do you want to voice a dinosaur?
Yeah, I'd love to. You!
It said to me. I jumped upon hearing this.
Remove me from this case!
Demanded the skull. Fucking dinosaur. I did as I was told and removed the skull from its perch. With gentle hands, I picked up the fragile skull and stared into the hollows of its eyes. With a magnetic force drew me in. An intense hunger overtook me. I placed the skull on my crotch. I placed the skull back in its proper place and sat back down. The hunger became increasingly painful. I grabbed my stomach and cried out. In the height of the moment, I blacked out. I regained consciousness, but it was surreal. I was in the middle of the woods outside the apartment complex. The air was cool. A fresh mist made it seem quite peaceful, adding to my comfort of laying on the moss-laden ground. When I rose, I found my clothes were ripped to shreds. Violent sex with a dinosaur last night.
Or you turned into like a were dinosaur.
A were dinosaur? You turned into a were raptor. What? Sorry.
Oh shit. Add it to the superhero thing.
Is this a transformation fetish story now? I feel like you're very fixated on fetishes. Anyway. I regained consciousness. When I rose, I found my clothes were ripped to shreds. My glasses were missing, and my hands and feet were covered in coagulated dried blood. I told you it's a fur affinity fetish story. In a small, clear puddle near. We need to get Raptorex in here. Someone tag him. Someone go to the server and tag him.
Yeah, we like that's like we should have like waited for like Rat or at some point.
In a small clear puddle nearby, spelled wrong, allowed me to examine. I'm not the one reading a dinosaur transformation story. Examine my reflection. There was dark red blood around my mouth and cheeks. Rather than being horrified, I stood up and decided to return to my apartment to clean myself off. Just walked through the campus covered in blood. It was early in the morning. The golden orange sky illuminated my surroundings. There was not a soul to be seen on the campus grounds. However, they were stretched out across where the bonfire was being held was a very varying length of police tape. I passed by and I started to remember what had happened last night. It was like an odd dream. Okay. Oh my god. I can't believe this is what this story is. It's literally dinosaur bones convince this dude to kill people.
I touched the magic dinosaur bone and I turned into a dinosaur.
Wait till he finds out that most of the fossils on display in like college campuses are usually fucking like replicas. He's not even getting it from the real dinosaur skulls. He's completely insane.
Yeah, we would go mad.
I was on the hunt in a prehistoric forest. I had quietly stalked a group of 5 small herbivorous dinosaurs into a clearing. Each of the morsels were chatting away with chirps and birdsong. In the shadows, I watched them intensely, and I remembered, followed their every move until they went quiet. My heart was pounding. My breathing became heavy. My mind was racing. In a superhuman leap. All that comes into my mind reading that is, have you ever seen that picture of fucking Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, for promotional advertisements of Spider-Man? It's just like him jumping in the air. Wait.
Looking it up.
Please tell me it has it. No, it doesn't. Oh, this is the... with superhuman leap and he looks like this. With a superhuman leap, I jumped the largest herd member with a tremendous... sticking my sickle claws deep into its flesh.
I finally see like the image come up on screen.
Tobey Maguire. My sickle claws deep into its flesh. I continued to deliver kicks into the animal's backside. The creature fell on the spot in shock. I turned around and dashed after the others in a fury that would have scared gods. Scared gods? What gods are the dinosaurs scared about? The herbivores tired quickly, making them easy to pick off. I bit one's neck and ripped out the throat. Another I disemboweled with my hands and slashed its innards into a bloody mess. The last 2 ran in terror. My hunger was satisfied. I went inside my apartment and took a quick shower. After getting ready, I went off to the hospital to check on Roxanne. On the way there, I continued going over what I remembered last night. I couldn't dismiss the event as a dream, considering my hands were blood-soaked. Yeah, I mean, for real, you definitely did just turn into a dinosaur and kill some other dinosaurs.
Yeah, like, you turn into a were-dinosaur.
He's the reason he's the reason... Joker says, he's the reason they are extinct, Grant. He scared the gods. So the gods hit them with a meteorite. To any normal person, I'm sure this would have been a horrific experience, and they would surely feel guilt-ridden. Not me. I fucking love killing small animals. I felt it was completely natural, and a newly found sense of pride engulfed me. Upon entering the hospital, I saw two annoying cheerleaders from last night in straitjackets. Oh my god! They were screaming in panic that a dinosaur was out to murder them. Why would they be in straitjackets in a normal hospital? The orderlies were trying to sedate them as I approached. They flinched in terror at the sight of me and fell into a deep sleep. I left them to their nightmares with a small laugh.
You were so terrifying that you made them fall asleep.
These Stacy's don't have any. I'm killing these Stacy dinosaurs with my uber chud dinosaurness. Chudosaurus Rex. Straitjackets, finally, the first sensible thing said in the story. At the sight of me, it fell into a deep sleep. I left them to their neighbors with a small chuckle. I fucking totally killed their friends. And entered Roxanne's room. Fortunately,
she totally gave him PTSD.
She pulled through and was happy to see me. I sat next to her bedside and took her hand. She told me about her unusual dream. She just smiled and looked at me. Let's go get something to eat out of here after I get out of here. I agreed with her. I want to eat a fucking dinosaur with her. It seemed we have mutual feelings of primeval hunger. After all, raptors hunt in packs.
So that's it.
There's two comments.
This is fucking Twilight, but they're both dinosaurs.
But they weren't, because only one of them was, because she got attacked too. So I thought she was attacked by him. Maybe. Well, who's the other fucking dinosaur then?
Did he bite her and she got infected and is now a were-dinosaur?
So this is a comment by Kent Allerad. Pretty good. I don't see a lot of pastas that incorporate dinosaurs. For a good fucking reason. Dinosaurs are not that scary. My only nitpick is that I didn't really get enough of how awkward and introverted the main character was before everything kicked off. Still, a very enjoyable read. Well, I agree. It was a very enjoyable read, wasn't it?
Yeah, I say.
Not much to be said about this pasta. Decent pasta to read. I'm going to give that a 2 stars. So, that was kind of fucking stupid. Piss off me. Can't piss off me. Says Dark Author. The cringe lord females versus the Alphasaurus Rex. So what does the dinosaur say? Well, I think the dinosaur said...
The dinosaur said, turn into a dinosaur, kill...
Go eat people, I guess?
Eat 3 people, put 2 others in straitjackets, and...
then get a girlfriend.
Get a girlfriend.
So... So... That was stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
That was a refreshing type of stupid, too. You know, I get so used to reading, these fucking, tween fanfiction-y, I'm gonna turn into a serial killer and be friends with Jeff the Killer and go to see Slenderman kind of stories. It's kind of refreshing to read something that's actually, trying to be good.
Yeah.
And is still failing spectacularly.
It still went down the fucking, supernatural teen romance thing. Rope.
This is just dog. This was just a dog eating dog 6 adjacent story. If you know, you know. So I wouldn't rate this very highly as a creepypasta story. I would say it's probably objectively one of the better written creepypasta stories that we've read.
Yeah.
That said,
this is way better written.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking night and day after reading fucking the original story of my Pasta Peppermint. That
Yeah.
said,
Wait. What was the name of the main character again?
I don't think he had a name, to be honest.
Oh, he doesn't have a name.
Wait, let me see.
We have Roxanne,
Yeah,
but we
Roxanne,
don't have.
I don't think the main character has a name now. Sonic's Pentagram is a good creepypasta for this series.
Like,
if I can track
okay,
that
like
down.
the fucking girlfriend has a name, but not the main character.
Yeah, because it's his perspective, I guess. I left. What happened while I was gone? A guy got sexually aroused by dinosaur bones, and they told him to eat somebody, so he fucking murdered 3 people, and then I think attacked his girlfriend, but also
And
then it
which,
says at the
then
end,
she somehow infected her and made her into a were dinosaur as well.
yeah, it's like it was a see that's the thing
Now,
about
like-
the story. Okay, actual critique right now. This is just a fucking really generic like werewolf story, but with like dinosaurs painted over it.
Are we gonna add him?
What?
Are we gonna add him to the brawl?
Oh, the dinosaur dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, fuck it. Yeah, I'll add dinosaur dude to the brawl.
I know, dude.
Dinosaur man. You know what? I'll
The-
comment on the fucking post.
The
about
were
this.
Rex.
I'll comment on the post and I'll be like, hey, what's the main character's name? If there is one. I kind of want to use him in something. But, so yeah, it was,
We'll add him and Roxanne. That we like their tag team would be called the fucking
the
like-
extinction event.
yeah.
So, okay, but yeah, real criticism. This wasn't poorly written. I think it was mostly the concept itself is really fucking silly. That this guy
Yeah.
was driven insane by, I guess, looking at dinosaur bones for a little bit too long. I don't know. It
Yeah,
doesn't really explain why he
like
turned
this-
insane.
Yeah, like this story doesn't feel like a creepypasta. It feels more like again like something like Twilight, like that like teenage like werewolf thing.
Yeah. Also,
But, like, They're dinosaurs.
also, Bioman mate. No clue if you're still gonna be busy after this, but I'm gonna be doing my Q&A live stream soon. But yeah, wow, this is funny as hell, mate. Consider subscribing then, Dark Author, because I know you haven't. which I don't hold you against. I don't hold against you, but do it. You know.
We have there's a whole catalog of streams.
True. But yeah, so I think that's the only things we're going to read tonight because we're going to postpone Hiroshima till next week. So Dark Author and fucking so the Dark Author and Link in front of Douglas can read it with us.
Wait, do we need to do the wheel or?
Oh yes, but before we do that, we have to one rank the stories. Peppermint's worse.
Yep.
Peppermint is
no question.
not a question at all. It's so much worse. It is worse in essentially every single category. I think it's worse written. The story is worse. The characters are fucking worse. So that is the only one that's kind of debatable because the main character of fucking What Does the Dinosaur Say gives off like weird, crazy incel vibes.
Or just autism.
Yeah, just crazy autism. And it's so much longer than What the Dinosaur Says, even though it's like short chapters, and it also involves her like murdering children and stuff. So I think my original story of my creepypasta C Peppermint is Walk That Back, Bioman. I don't know what that means, but
A walk back what?
I'm not sure. He just says Walk That Back. Did you check to see if if there was a new version of Peppermint? I will in a moment. But yes, so of the two, I think What Does the Dinosaur Say is the better than the original story of my creepypasta C Peppermint. That said, now check that Discord. Oh, you have been subbed. Damn. Well, glad you're subbed. Anyway,
Okay.
Now we have the second part of our comparison. Who would win in a fight between Dinosaur Dude and Peppermint?
Honestly, I think I'm going to have to go with the dinosaur.
Really? You're gonna go with Dinosaur Dude?
Yeah, there's a reason why. Let me explain.
Pitch me your pitch.
Yeah, Peppermint may have killed like more than 90 people, but you saw she's clearly not she's not very good at combat.
Yeah.
And plus during the fight that she was in, she ended up being the one who crippled herself.
That's true. She's kind of fucking stupid. That's true.
Her rage is reckless. Meanwhile, the dinosaur, on the other hand,
it's pretty efficient.
though not as durable, but is a lot more efficient. A lot more, how I imagine it is Peppermint would be swing her hand madly as Raptor Dude would be dodging and waiting for the moment when she slips, and then she goes in, latches her by the fucking throat, and takes her down.
That's true. Okay, so I want to see. So a couple things, because it doesn't say that she's paralyzed when she gets the Ferris wheel crushes her. So if I want to see how heavy the average Ferris wheel is.
Well, we don't know if she was crippled or not.
Yeah.
Because a Ferris wheel did fall on her, and there was no sign that she got up. Only that it was saved by LJ and Jason.
Well, she's still able to talk, so that's the thing.
And she did get a new reformed
new body. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But does that change her up ethically though?
Well, let me see, because I'm rereading a little bit. Because this is the first time where there's any discussion between who would win between these two, between two characters. Because I feel Peppermint should has a fairly good chance. So she hits the boiler and it smashes the boiler, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So it's a boiler that's.
Then again, Emily. She's trying to Emily, and Emily is, as far as we know, a regular
dude, essentially.
Yeah, just a regular person who manages to avoid her.
Okay, so
and if she's struggling to hit someone who's a regular person, then what's to say she has a better chance at hitting a velociraptor.
That's real. Well, see, that's the thing. Do we know if he's actually turning into a velociraptor or not? If he's just a crazy person?
No, so far, the cheerleader said it was a dinosaur.
That's true. They did say it was a dinosaur. So I guess we're comparing.
They didn't say it was a guy. They didn't say it was a guy.
All right.
Or
you know what?
It was him.
I think.
They said it was a dinosaur.
I think stats-wise, Peppermint is definitely. I think she probably hits harder than fucking Raptor, mainly because it says that the boiler. She breaks the boiler, and then she breaks a stove with one hit. So she's clearly able to break large machinery, and hitting the boiler causes an explosion that blows up the entire carnival.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's in that explosion too, isn't she? She's right there.
Yeah.
So she tanked a fucking carnival exploding, essentially.
Yeah.
So she's
way. I give her points in endurance because she has way better endurance, but I don't know if she can
Her combat skills are really shitty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think she's too reckless fighting.
Yeah.
And also, her durability feats are for blunt damage and fire. There's no piercing damage seemingly that she's resistant to. So
yeah, for all you know, all it takes is the Raptor Bro to just go in, sink his teeth right into her jugular, and that's it.
And and there isn't. It does say that he jumps superhumanly, so he is pretty fast. Yes.
Yeah, so he's certainly in Superhuman.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? I'll put my hands up. I think I agree with you. I think that Peppermint is the stronger and the more durable of the two by far, but she's really shitty at fighting people, and she has been taken out by lesser beings than herself, seemingly, because she lost to fucking she lost to those three dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, which also then comes to show that she's not good at detection.
Yeah.
So in other words,
really,
she's not good at detection against like three guys that she spotted in the first place. So in other words, it only adds to the advantage of Raptor Bro, who uses like stealth to his advantage.
This is true. He does do that. So, I think we can say canonically that Raptor man dude guy would defeat Peppermint, my original creepypasta. Therefore, give a round of applause to Raptor dude. A great showing. Wins both the fight and the fucking story quality.
Oh yeah! Ding 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 ding.
Now, it's time. We know one of the stories that we're gonna read next week. Bioman, you don't know. They were normal dudes. They could be 3 Spartans outside of power armor. That's true, Pimp Demon. You bring up a good point. They could have been super soldiers that jumped her. Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel twice because we know 2 of the stories that we know one of the story that we're gonna read next week, which is.
But it was never specified that they were.
Yeah, true. We don't have a direct evidence that they were Spartans. That's true. All right. You ready, Link? You ready, fucking, Let me share my screen so you can get a live
Forgot my name.
Oh, jeez. Let me give you a live reaction, Anthony.
Alright.
Sorry, Lincoln Fernal Douglas, replacement man. Just kidding.
I will picks you up and throws you across the room.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Damn it. How do I full screen this damn thing? Got it.
Alright. Joining Hiroshima, we have Eyeless Regrets. Wonderful. And
what a name.
Let me fucking delete that from the fucking thing.
Eyeless Regrets.
There's so many fucking stories, Jesus Christ.
We'll meet again.
Don't know it.
Don't.
No, hey, don't. Don't get copyright struck.
Not sure when, but I know it's be some time in the future.
All right, one more. 3, 2, 1.
Dun 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 dun.
Night Stalker Hellfire. So we will read I Am a Survivor Hiroshima and What the Americans Dropped Wasn't a Nuke, Eyeless Regrets, and Night Stalker Hellfire. Round of applause, everybody. Yeah. Give it up.
Yeah.
That was a fucking... that was a fucking train wreck of a fucking group. So... Thank you, as always, everybody. I'm very glad to have you guys on the channel. As always, this was a very short stream. This was only about 2 hours, but it was a wonderful one. And we read 2 stories that I think are fucking top. I think the Raptor one was one of the funniest things that we've ever read. So
yeah, but like especially because of like all the jokes that we've like been making.
Yeah, the fucking dinosaurs and Viltrumites. That's enough to make a story.
It's perfect. One story's full of Viltrumites and the other one's full of like of dinosaur bone.
All right, brothers. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next week, probably Saturday, because the Dark Author cannot do Fridays. Anyway.